I am today announcing the suspension of State Attorney Monique Worrell from the Ninth Judicial Circuit, effective immediately.
Governor Ron DeSantis suspending Orange Osceola State Attorney Monique Worrell, accusing her of neglect of duty. Worrell has been accused of failing to prosecute key cases, leaving violent criminals on the streets, including the man who shot 2 Orlando police officers.
We have live team coverage of Worrell's suspension. West 2's Luana Munoz is taking a closer look at the changes that Worrell's replacement is already making. But we begin with West 2's Summer Knowles, who sat down with Worrell for an exclusive one-on-one interview. Summer.
Stu and Michelle, our interview with Worrell lasted about 20 minutes, and she did not hold back.
Well, because it's only in dictatorships that you say to people who are elected in the same manner that you are elected, you do what I say or I'm going to remove you. That's not democratic. That's very undemocratic. He is a dictator, but he's a weak dictator.
Strong words from Monique Worrell tonight after being informed this morning she'd been suspended by Governor Ron DeSantis.
So I was on my way to the office about 8 o'clock this morning, and I received a call from an investigator in my office, and he began reading me a statement advising me of my removal.
And did this come out of nowhere? Were you expecting this? What was your reaction in that moment while you're driving into work?
I'd been expecting it all along, so it wasn't a surprise. I didn't know it was going to happen this morning.
These are the formal reasons given for the suspension implemented by executive order, half of which deal with a pattern or practice to avoid minimum mandatory sentences. The governor calling Worrell's administration derelict. But she says the governor is the one who should be removed.
He has been derelict in his duties, in his taking away the history of African-American education out of our school system, into redefining that history into meaning that slavery has somehow been beneficial to African-Americans. He has pushed hate with his agenda against the LGBTQ+ community. I'm calling on his removal because he has taken away a woman's right to choose what happens to her body. That's dereliction of duty, more so than anything that I've been accused of doing.
What do you believe is his motive?
Well, I think his motives are several. One, he's a wannabe dictator, right? So he wants to show that he is, showing his power. But two, his presidential campaign is failing to someone who's been indicted repeatedly, and he's still behind. So he wants to draw the attention of his base. I want to see what's going to happen when the next criminal event happens in the Ninth Judicial Circuit while I'm not state attorney. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Nothing. But I'm not going anywhere. And the people of the Ninth Judicial Circuit will have an opportunity to reinstate me, and I look forward to that day.
Now, when I asked if all of this was taking a personal toll in any way, she responded by saying 2 of her deputy chiefs who've been fired absolutely did not deserve that, and neither did their families. She also shared with me that unlike when law enforcement is suspended, she has been suspended without pay.